What we want to discuss today, ladies and gentlemen, is all about one of the best gaming trilogies that the human race has ever made, and that's nothing else but the Mass Effect trilogy. My name is Kia and I'm your host throughout this review, so stick with me until the end of the video so that we finally conclude this matter. By the way, if you enjoyed the video enough, I would appreciate you leaving a like or subscribing. So basically what we're trying to do is we're gonna mention some important factors that make a game great, and we're gonna judge Mass Effect through them. And at the end, I'm gonna leave my own opinion about this masterpiece and a few screenshots that I took for fun. Well, to be honest, I'm not a OG fan of this series. As for the truth, I started playing this game only about 2 years ago when I got the remastered edition at some sort of sale. And let me be honest, it took me less than 5 hours of gameplay to make me fall in love with this game and understand why all these many people want the 4th version so badly. The first factor we're gonna discuss is the music and the theme of the game. And let me tell you that this trilogy will drown you in its environment. I don't know if it's because all of the intractable NPCs or just how the game is designed, but whatever it is, I suggest this game to everyone that even have the smallest interest in space and planets. Because as you might know, the game takes place in space and you play as a character named Shepard. But for the music, to be honest, I don't have much to add. Like, I'm not saying it's bad at all, but it is pretty neutral. It is not a banger like old PES theme songs, and it's not bad. Everything is chill and its place. When you need to be angry and serious, it also follows pretty well. But it won't touch your soul or leave you with any memories of the soundtrack. And since I just decided to give a score from 1 to 10 to every section, I'm gonna give the theme a solid 8 out of 10 and the music a 6 out of 10. Next up, we're gonna discuss how the worlds work in this game. So let me explain. The planets in the Mass Effect Remastered, which is our main focus by the way, are incredibly immersive. Each planet feels like a unique world with its own set of challenges and discoveries waiting to be made. The updated graphics and improved gameplay of the Remastered Edition makes exploring these planets even more enjoyable than before. Whether you're scanning for resources, engaging in combat, or chatting with locals, the experience feels incredibly awesome and enjoyable. It's easy to get lost in the beauty and the complexity of the Mass Effect universe. Overall, the planets in Mass Effect are some of the most immersive and engaging environments in any video game that you can possibly come by. So in this matter, in my own experience, I believe the game deserves a solid 9 out of 10. Next point is where we discuss the gameplay of this masterpiece, where the second version shines way more than the other titles, as in this title, BioWare decided to turn the game from a complete RPG to rather more a RPG/third-person shooter. So the gameplay became way better and they just improved on that aspect in the next game, which was the last installment of the series. But overall, if you play this trilogy once, you will notice something pretty easily. And that's the fact that throughout this whole years of game making, BioWare decided to try many things, such as improving on the shooting system or making Mass Effect 3 an actual funny game, something that was missing in the other titles. And since some of them actually pleased the fans, we gotta give it to them. All in all, one of the aspects that has held me and other Mass Effect fans to this date waiting for the 4th installment has definitely been BioWare's versatility, and the return of our beloved Captain Shepard that might someday return, which seems pretty doubtful since the 4th version trailer got released. So the gameplay in my idea deserves an 8 out of 10, because although it may get a little bit boring sometimes, it's the result of BioWare's bravery to put new things in the game without any fear. The next subject that comes to mind when we want to rate games are memorable characters. And please don't get me started on this topic, because this might look weird to people who haven't played the Mass Effect trilogy, But this game has the most memorable characters in the whole gaming world. Way more than the Grove Street Gang or Super Mario or all Assassin's Creed crew. Throughout all these years, from the beloved Commander Shepard, who was charming and charismatic, to Garrus Vakarian, brave and Shepard's best friend, to Liara, your favorite blue alien, to Talizora Vas Normandy, the mysterious hero of her colony, to tragic Thing Kratos, to funny Joker, your heroic pilot, to crazy Rushing Rex, to at least 10 more characters that were implemented into this masterpiece as best as possible. These people that for some moments we really felt were real and in our lives with their well-made dialogues and backstories. Like if I wanted to make a video on this subject, that would itself take at least another 15 minutes to discuss. So as you might have already guessed, this game gets a solid 100 from 10, which I'm just gonna consider a 10 because, well, you know it. The story comes at last, and accept it or not, the story of this game is also very well written and you cannot deny it. The story never gets boring and there's always something sus going on that needs to be investigated. Besides the main story, which goes through 3 games and takes nearly 20 hours to complete, there are plenty of collectives and side quests that some of them are better than the story itself. And don't forget the DLC stories and the intractable moments in this game, such as romance options and best friend moments, which if you wish to complete would take about 50 hours, and trust me, it is totally worth it. All in all, believe that BioWare put everything that they had into this game, and they did an awesome job, and I believe once you enter the world of this game, one thing you will never experience will be the bored feeling, which makes me want to give this title a solid 9 out of 10. And that one score, if you wonder, is only because in one of the DLCs I felt I was a bit confused, which at this point doesn't even matter. So I took an average between all the scores I gave to this game and looks like it's a 5 out of 6, which is sorta identical to what people on Google gave this title, which is heartwarming. Anyway, that includes this list. Thank you ladies and gentlemen for watching. I appreciate your time and I really hope that someday the 4th version comes out and we see the return of our beloved captain. But since Dragon Age Dreadwolf has already been announced, I guess we gotta wait a bit, which will be totally worth it because I believe in BioWare. Anyway, thank you for staying with me and until another review, have a great day.